I'm back. I had to close out my chart and restart it, and also had the opportunity to remove the utility from up there. So with all of that being said, again, welcome. This is 2 Pips. Thank you for coming. I had a request from someone asking to show them how I set up my BBKOF strategy, well, my charts actually. And then I'm gonna try to find the time to kind of explain the trades that I just put in as a bonus. All right, see if I can grab that. Just want you to know where you're at and what we're doing. Okay, BBKOF, that's what we're doing today. Again, I have a Bollinger Band here, and then I went over here to grab that Bollinger Band, slid it over, it opened up. I have a period of 20, deviations 2. Mine is magenta pink actually, and I do have it on the 3rd. I'm sorry, I think that's the 2 thickness. That's what that is. But this is what I like to do. I like to click here so you can actually see. All right, 22 magenta, and it's the pink one here. The thickness is the 2nd one. And that's basically it for that. All right. Do I want to take my profit? Hold on. I know we hear about this chart, but let me check my trade. Ooh, I might want to go ahead and take that one. I'm gonna just take it and wait on the other one to get a profit. Anywho, back to what we're here for. So that's the Bollinger Band. And then I also have a 9 moving average here. Okay. Again, you'll pull that moving average from over here. Just drag it and drop it. Bam, it'll open up. Or you could go up here and press that. Okay. So we got a 9 exponential close dark slate gray, which is here. Okay. This one I have a little bit thickened up because it's important to me. I play off of this 9 a lot. All right, that's the 3rd thickness. There you have it. I have this 200 moving average, exponential close, medium C green, right here. Okay, that's what I have there. I also have, excuse me, now I don't know if many people know, but Richard, his website is OSEI, can't remember the rest, but OSEI, I want to say web, not sure, but he has a website where he sells indicators, and that's one of the ones I purchased, which is the price action indicator. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, now once you buy it, you get the OW price action, and then he gave a few versions, updated versions with that. They're free if you buy the first one, which you'll pay annually. Anywho, I have OW price action 2 on my chart. I got this set to white. I don't really think it's set to white actually, because hold on, let me see. Yeah, this right here, it gives you arrows. So honestly, I came over here to colors and I changed this to green, one of these greens, can't remember which one, and then I changed this one to red. Okay, bam, just like that. Nothing else I changed. I click this so I can get notifications, and that's it for my top up here. That's all that I have up here in my main chart. Now here I have volume and a 20 simple moving average. Okay, volume. came over here to the left and found it here. You have to come and drag it from over here. Bam. When you drag it from over here, it's going to give you the option to wait. Okay, I guess it doesn't. You'll have to save it to the previous indicator window whenever it gives you that option. Mine is already on my chart. Got it set to green and red default, and that's it for that. The moving average, same thing. Come over here, grab it, bam, put it over here. There you go. Previous indicators data. My bad. Volume doesn't have it. Just drag it over. Got it set to 20, simple, and then blue right here. And I like to see it because if you don't make it a little bit thicker, it's hard to see. So bam, there you have it. Okay. All right, and down here I have, that's not actually it. I guess I'll have to do it myself. But down here I have an RSI, which is set to 5, Stochastic, which is set to 533, and then I'm gonna add one more so you can see it. All right, so RSI, it's the black line that you see here. That's automatically 30 and 70. What I say you do on the 30, what you want to do is type buy. On the 70, you could type sell. And then I like to add one more. 50. This is my center line. And I love this center line because I know it helps me understand whether I'm kind of in an uptrend sometimes or downtrend. So I like that 50 center line. That's how I use my RSI sometimes. So that's that. And here it goes. It pop up right over here. All right, Stochastic. Bam. I just right click, but let me show you how to grab that RSI for the people that don't understand where it's at. Okay. Just come right on over here to your indicator box. Grab the RSI. Bam. And do everything that I did. This, I changed the color to black. And I already told you about the width. And I told you about the levels. But anywho, you gotta grab it from over there. If it gives you the option of where to place it, put it in the previous indicators window. Okay, that's the RSI. Now you have your Stochastic. Listen, if anybody knows how to get rid of that sound, let me know. It's annoying to me too. I'm sorry. All right, so this comes with levels of 20 and 80. Leave it default. Leave that default. 533. Okay, that's it for that. Did I tell you guys on the RSI, make sure you got that set to 5. Default is 14. Set that to 5. All right, that's that. And then I have another one that's not on this chart right now that I typically use. My baby right here. Money flow index. This is like RSI on steroids. Okay, they're pretty similar except for the money flow. It generates overbought and oversold signals using both prices and volume, where RSI only uses the prices, I believe. So now on here on the PC, I like it, I do, but I always go to my cell phone to take a look at it, because on my cell phone, I don't know, it just looks that much better for me. I typically use it for real on my cell phone, and I'm always trading with 3 charts. My regular broker chart here, and then I also trade with TradingView. I use that for Confluence. and then I use my mobile phone because they all look different to me. All right. So that's that. Default here. I don't remember if this come with 14 or 5. Anywho, mine is set to 5. And then I got that pretty thick. All right. Wait, let me go ahead and do it. And there you have it. You can adjust your lines as need be. Whenever I thicken something, it's pretty important to me, so that's how I look at it. And over here is the stats indicator, since I didn't talk about that. I think it's set to default, and if it's not set to default, I don't think so. So price up color, these are my colors here. You could change it as you see fit. Just mess around with the colors. You can stop this, screenshot it, but I believe this is default. If it's not, just change it. Okay. But one thing I want to note, look at this volume. The volume is higher than this 20 simple moving average right here. That's telling me that it's trying to go up. It's trying to go up. But will it? I don't know. This next one coming up, you see it starting off red. If it ends up shorter than this one, that means that momentum is dropping. And that's all that means when it's red. If it comes and it's green, that means it's higher than this one. You see? Just like that. Or just like that. That's that. Let me see if I can grab my trading view. Don't know if you guys have trading view or not, but this is my trading view setup. I have a Bollinger Band. Let me see. Indicators. Can I see a list of my indicators? I'm not sure. But, okay. And this is all you got to do. Type this stuff in. Where did it go? I got 4 indicators on here. Apparently. It's been a while since I put these up here. So I would assume all you got to do is go to indicators and type in BB20. Let's see. Let's try one. BB20. I'm pretty sure I just put in Bollinger Band. Okay. So, I don't really know how I got BB20, but BB20 is over here. But all you really need is just a regular Bollinger Band. Okay? And then you need moving average. Just choose, you could choose an exponential. Now I don't want to do it again because I already got it on my chart, as you can see. That made 5. But anywho, I could take that off. This is what I have on here. Down here, I just went to indicators, typed in RSI. Ooh, it's been a while. Why come everything looking so complicated? Just regular. Okay, this one. See, now that just gave me 2. Don't want to. Anywho, I'll square that away later. Okay, nope, squared away right now. Set to regular default 14, and that's basically it for that. All right, so back over here. Let's talk about how I do KOF. What I'm looking for. First of all, dealing with a Bollinger Band, you're going to either have a squeeze, which is when it's tight, narrow together, and then you're going to have a bulge when it's like that. And right here, when you start to go down or up, whenever you come out of this squeeze, you're going to typically get into a trend. And if you look really closely, sometimes this right here, the mouth of it look like it opens up. And if your candles is headed down here, most likely you'll start heading down. But sometimes it'll come here, and then it'll go back. It'll be consolidating still, so be careful with that. But anywho, what do I look for? All right, it's easier to explain on this 5-minute chart. Say the markets were right here. Is your candlestick timer closed to closing sound? How do I close that? Thank you. You said it's my candlestick timer close to closing sound. I used to have it. How do I silence that sound? That sound is so annoying. But what I was going to say is, for KOF, what we're looking for is to buy back to the 9 EMA. All right, this is the original KOF strategy. So basically, this right here would have been an ideal situation to buy back to the 9. Please take into account your spread. All right, you always want to be mindful of your spread. If you went over here to the 1-minute chart, you're probably, well, right now it's not bad, but sometimes it's wider than that, and you don't want that to deter you away from making a trade. So sometimes you just go to the higher time frame to where you can see a clearer picture, and you just like, I would see if I want to buy here, because what's going to happen is, as these candles go down, they're gonna turn green to psych you out. Don't pay attention to that. Keep it moving. Let that thing drop. Right? This is the 1-minute chart. Look how many times it turned green, trying to trick you out. Okay. Like I do. Oh, via sound. Okay, yeah. Let me try that. Go to my sound. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. Didn't even think about that. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Here, if you're on a 1-minute chart and you trying to figure out, let me turn off my scroll real quick. And I'll go over the chart too, so you can have the colors and everything set up just like mine. I know that matters for some people. What I tend to do when I'm trading, I kind of push myself out like that. I don't like to be so close. Get it out a little bit. About here. Thank you. About here. Or maybe one more, because right now I'm trying to show you something. So basically, if you were trying to do KOF and buy back to the 9, you would have saw this green and said, oh, it's time to buy back. No, it's not. And why is it not time to buy back? I would say keep going to the 5-minute chart, and what you're going to see is a bunch of this red. You ain't going to see no green settle. You may see a green populate, but if that timer is still, if this 5-minute chart, you still sitting at 3 and your candle red, 9 times out of 10, that's a fake out. That green is, and it's going to keep doing that. Keep going down, keep going red, meaning that you're not ready to buy back yet. But once you get down here and you start to see the green forming here, you got your little wick here, and you start to see the green forming here, go to the next time frame. And if it's still showing red, you're not ready. But the moment that bad boy starts showing green, don't do it right away. I would even check 15 too to see if it's green. You know, when you do something like that, that's when you in it. I'll put in my buy, probably off of the 5-minute chart after I check the 1, the 5, and the 15, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Pay attention to your indicators as well. See what they're doing. If they're showing you that they are oversold and it's time for a buy, that means that they're below either the 30 or the 20, looking like they were on the creep back up. Okay, now it's time to get in. That's one part of this BBKOF. Buying back to the 9 or the center line. Take profit 1, 9. Take profit 2, middle Bollinger Band. Take profit 3, third outer band. Okay. And let's see, trend trading. Just like I said, with you not wanting to buy here, you may want to sell with the trend. So whenever this squeeze start to open its mouth and you start to see this candle dropping, and then you start to see all this space and these prices starting to respect this 9, you don't have to keep selling. If you want to do it KOF, then you put in very, very small lot sizes and sell. But I've stopped doing it, and I just do, my plan is to do 2 trades, no more than 2 trades at a time. And then I've already know what my lot size is, the max of my lot size. So my plan is no more than 2 trades, depending upon how much money I got in there. Excuse me. It'll be 0.10 when it comes to BTC or crypto. 0.10 for $500 to $600. About 0.20 for 6 to 7, and so forth. I keep doing it like that. You don't want to over leverage. You can stay in the trade even if you make a bad decision. It's okay. Just like if you would have, let's say you bought down here. Nope. Let's say you bought over here. Let's say you bought here. Just wait for it. It came back. Why? Because everything is going to come back to that 200 moving average. Look at that. God is good. The little bar came up and I ain't even hear no sound. So thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But anywho, yeah, go on with the trend, man. Don't worry about it. If you make a mistake, if your lot size is small enough, you'll get back in profit because we're going back to that 200 EMA. Okay? But look at God. Now, let me see. Let me get this back right. I'm almost in profit. I'm trying to see. I'm about to check my mobile phone. All right? Because I like to look at my mobile phone, all of my charts, before I really make any trades to see if I'm, yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Nope, that's going to come down a little bit. So, honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably put in a sale. Nah, I wouldn't do nothing. I'm waiting because that's going to go back up. Put me in profit. But that's not what we're here for. I'm here to tell you how I consider putting in my trades. And basically, it's either back to the 9 or with the trend. And I look for trends coming after this squeeze, after it being narrow. I look for the mouth to open, the bulge to happen, and depending on where it's going, listen, if it head down this way, I'm looking at the 1 to 5 and the 15-minute chart. If I don't see any green forming on that 5-minute chart, the 15-minute chart, guess what I'm doing? I'm selling. I'm not putting in multiple sells, but I'm gonna sell because I know that that's a strong downtrend. You understand? Okay. So that's basically it for that. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat box. Okay, I gotta hold on. Let me read this. This is a different time. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I don't know your name, so I keep saying hey. So I appreciate that. But look at that. We in profit, folks. In a second, but we will be. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this right here. Let's look at this trade in action. All right. So we were just in the downtrend. Our Bollinger Bands were wide, creating a bulge. Then we got into this narrow band here. Now we're trying to look to see what's going to happen here. Let me see. Very informal. Okay. Yes. Let me tell you something. I have been trading since, let me see what today's date is. The 15th. Okay. I have been trading since the evening of the 11th with this strategy. I was trading before that in demo, practicing, and I've been doing very well. Only had 2 negatives. That was okay. I felt like I was ready to get into a live, right? Because it's something about being in demo for me too. Sometimes I just don't take it too serious if I know it ain't real money. So for me, for some, you got to know yourself. All right, I'm not gonna play myself. I know that I need the real deal situation, and if I'm gonna lose 100, or 200, 500, 1,000, guess what? I'm gonna lose it because I'm investing in my future, and I know how I work. I have to trade with real money. I can afford to lose it, so that's my personality. Anywho, been trading since the 11th, right? And I have not had one loss. Not saying that I won't have a loss, and that's not what I'm promoting here, because we're human. We make mistakes. I make bad calls sometimes, but because I have proper risk management and I don't over leverage my account, it comes back. Even if I miss it the first time, I'm confident that it comes back. Now, when you start to feel anxiety when you put in a trade because it might be going the wrong way, you need to check yourself. Hold yourself accountable for you over leveraging your account and not having risk management. Quit trying to get rich quick. This isn't a game, because the markets will slap you and tell you to respect me. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for you to feel uneasy or queasy when you're in this market. If your lot sizes are small enough and you've practiced enough, you will be fine. You got to know that and be confident in that. Does this strategy, do it work on gold? Okay, so to be honest with you, I don't use anything else down here except for BTC USD and ETH USD. Why? That's what I practiced on in demo. That is what I was successful in. Each one of these different pairs move differently. They're unique. Even if they're almost the same, they're still unique. And I respect that about them. One thing I realized, I'm pretty sure this strategy works over here, but because I haven't practiced this on indices or Forex, I'm not going to play around with it. I'm going to respect it until I go into demo and practice and not lose for like a week on Forex and indexes and gold. I ain't going to touch it, and I'm not going to say that, hey, it works on that other stuff too. I'm not cocky like that. I'm going to stay in my lane. I've been practicing BTC, USD, and ETH USD, and I've been quite successful with it. So I'm just going to say, if you're going to do this strategy, I can attest to those two. Anything else, I can't. I'm pretty sure it may work. You may have to do some slight adjustments, but for me, it's been working 100% of the time. Not 99, 100% of the time. So that's basically it. That's all that I have. Do you have any questions at all? Anything else I can help you with? Oh, I like that. Let me check my phone. I might have to put in a bigger buy now. Okay. Let me see. All right. I'm liking what I'm seeing there. Okay. Another thing I do, I go up here and I'm looking. This candle was just formed. It's a 24-hour candle. Okay. We got 22 hours left on that candle. That's the day chart. 4 hours. Halfway there, almost. It's a good time to be serious about your buy. Now, this may pull back at some point, but you see, look at this mouth starting to open, and then it's gonna pass this 200. Just like that, I'm in a trade. So what I'm gonna do now? All right, awesome. I answered your questions. Does this okay? I think I answered everything. So look at that. I just put in a 0.50. Now I know what's gonna happen is it ain't just gonna straight shot me all the way up here to heaven. I'm prepared for the drawdown. Okay. Maybe it will, and I'm very hopeful that it will. But I'm no fool to think that it won't pull back and that I won't be ready. But for right now, I'm gonna ride this to the gods. All right, so like I was saying, it just crosses 200. Well, it hasn't crossed it yet. It hasn't closed above it. I'm looking for this to close above this 200 moving average. All right, you see how that opened its mouth? That's what we love. It is not time to sell KOF back. Look at all of this going to the gods. Look at that big healthy candle. We still got 45 seconds on that one. Look at that. All right, we need that momentum to pick up green, but it's probably already like that on the 1 minute. Not yet, but anywho, I'm gonna keep riding this. I'm gonna kick this back a little bit. That's what I'm looking for. I guess I can go close for it. Wait, I need to look to my left. I do that as well to see if I have any rejection or support over here that I need to be concerned about. Basically, mostly once it comes up here, you see all that? That's something for me to be concerned about as an area that probably will pull back. But anywho, we're not there yet. Let's take it slow. Okay. Mouth is opening. And we all know that when we're looking for a KOF to buy back, right, it goes far away from the 9 and then we buy it back. So I feel pretty confident and comfortable riding this up until it gives me a ridiculous flare up. I ain't scared. I'm in this trade. We're going up, baby. Now this. Okay, I see what you're trying to do over there, trying to scare me. All right, so this is what I was saying. Although this definitely may. You see that? Look to the left. Market structure, price action is important. Okay? Because it tried to scare you right there. It was like, it gotta hesitate a little bit because it done hesitated here and here. And it may go right back there. But because we're in an uptrend right now, I don't care if I get pulled back a little bit. I can handle the drawdown. Okay? Look how this candle closed above the 200. Created space here between your outer band and the 9, the 200. All right, this right here, I'm looking for that to stay above this in this area, this space. You got 11 seconds. This is gonna keep riding up. Look at it. That's the money flow. And pick back up. Because right now we're still respecting this 9 moving average. Excuse me. The mouth has opened up. Now, if you have your mobile chart, so your second indicator window is indicating to sell. So why we hold so long? Okay, so all right, that's awesome. This is why I look at my mobile phone. And if you set your mobile phone up just like I set up my chart, let me see if I have anything different. Everything is basically the same. But if you set up your mobile phone just like I have my chart, you will notice in your window at the very bottom that everything is sitting on top of this 50, and instead of it looking horizontal, it's actually looking like this to where it's pointing up, indicating that we're in a upward trend. Okay, now right now on my mobile phone everything is heading down, but I'm not concerned about that. Even if it comes down, you know, and it may drop here, but Look at that. I've handled all of this before. I can handle it again. I'm willing to handle it if it came all the way back down here again. I'm willing to do that. But now I start to look at my higher time frames, and on my mobile I can see my money flow. And I wish you can look at your mobile as well. On my money flow, I have my 20 simple moving average. Here's the difference between my mobile and my PC chart. On my mobile chart, my 20 simple moving average and my volume is sitting inside of this. And basically my 20, I'm gonna draw how it looks, right? I don't really know how to draw on this chart, but I'm gonna use the mouse to show you how my 20 simple moving average is looking. All right, just like this. And the tip is here. Although all of this looks like this is how my 20 simple moving average looks. It's pointing up. It's just something that I've learned since trading this strategy. I've been paying attention to everything and how it moves. That's indicating to me that we are in a uptrend. And also another difference is my money flow index is not up here. It's like squiggly down here, and the tip of it is like this. It's headed that way, telling me that I'm going up. And another thing I'm paying to is this actual chart. Everything's still heading up, and it's above this 50. Like I said, that's my center line. If I'm above it, I'm heading in an uptrend. Okay, let's look at that 1 minute chart. Look at that. Look at that uptrend. Respecting this first line. All right, respecting it. And it may come down here, right? Because I got to do that a little bit. What's going to happen is it's going to come, do a wick, and then take off again. Okay, because this is what we call an area of value. It has been respecting the first for quite some time. Now, just because it has come in between the first and wicked into the second area of value, it may do that again here. But ultimately, we're going to bounce back up. Look at that. Bounce back up. Now, we still got time on this candle. That's when I'll move up to the next time frame. All right. Now, what I would have done in this particular situation, because on my cell phone, I could see it better than on this PC. This isn't as extravagant here with this red breaking this Bollinger Band, but on my cell phone it is. I would have probably, maybe not, taken a sell here only after seeing the red form here, and then I would have rolled that back. Not all the way, because it's still respecting it on the 5. But I would have rolled it down until I got a profit, closed out, bam. This is the second time it happened. We rolled it back to the 9 or the middle. But before I got in, I would have looked here to see if my red candle was forming, to see if it's coming down. Now, look at that 15. All right, the 15 is still respecting this 9, so it may not come all the way down. That's still gonna pop up, and we're still in the uptrend here. This 30 tells a story for me. Okay, the guy is pointing up. That makes me not scared. I'm gonna stay in this uptrend. I'm looking at the price action here of the candles. That's giving me a bullish signal. We're going to the guys. I don't know what else to tell you. We're going to the guys. All right. We got rejection. But that's going to come down a little bit further, maybe. Or it may not. All right. Let me see if I can go in closer. It's respecting this 9. So it's going to bounce and take off. All right. Let me pull it back out. So now it's just a matter of just being patient. Letting yourself get in profit. Sometimes I don't like just looking at the 1 minute chart. It's too much going on sometimes. And if it frustrates me, somebody about to make me happy. That could be the 5 or the 15, even the 30. because if this is doing too much and it's too okay, yeah, if this is doing too much on a 1 minute chart, too much of this going on, I don't understand it, I move to the 5. And I'm always looking at my phone, I'm always looking at trading view as well. I'm making sure they all telling the same story. And if I don't want to pay attention to what the 1 minute chart is telling me because it's too much squiggly stuff going on, guess what? I go to the 15 minute, and I like what they're doing. But if you scare me, right, because it look like that's going to end soon, I'll move on up to the 30 minute. That just means I got to wait longer for it to get to where I need it to go. As long as this is small enough, you have no worries. You're going to go back to where you thought you were going the first time. Remember I said if you bought here, as long as your account can handle the drawdown to go down, you're going back up. Because overall, big picture, I'll move it up 1, you are in an uptrend. And that's just it. Look at that. How we're still respecting this 9. Okay, at this point, I'll pull it in a little bit more. We're respecting it. This is the price action from Richard Alert. Sometimes it tells the truth, sometimes it don't. That's why you gotta always pay attention to everything else. Okay, now let's talk about the volume a little bit. See how low it is? That's why it's dropping. But when it picks back up, this will go above this blue line, and I'll know that we're in a powerful uptrend. Now, will that continue to come down? Yep, it may. It's just gonna fluctuate. You know how it does. Give this time to drop and show that you're in the oversold and it's time to buy. But this may not really drop like all the way down here. It may come and then wick like that. Give this time to go down, but pay attention to the candles. They're going up. All right, and that's it. If we don't have anything, I'm gonna go ahead and close this here live. I hope that you've gained all the knowledge that you need to be successful. Because we're gonna eat regardless, right? We're gonna eat. All right, you know where to find me if you have any questions.